Well, that last section was adequately, dare I say, excellently explained by my good teammate over here, but now it's my turn. This is the statistics side of the presentation, and here's where I come in. Now, according to our research, physician assisted suicide is legal in 10 US states and the District of Columbia. It is an option given to individuals by law in Colorado, the District of Columbia, Hawaii, Maine, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. It is an option given to individuals in Montana and California via court decisions. I repeat, Montana and California via court decisions, if you didn't hear me the first time. Now, Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Canada, and Colombia are the only other countries in which euthanasia is currently legal. So, according to the data from 1998 throughout 2017, there are a total of 3,703 physician-assisted suicide patients in the US, with an average of 548.7 every year. Now, let's look at this chart. According to this chart, 4,249 prescriptions written for physician-assisted suicide drugs since 1998. That's what the chart says. Now, 66.3% of the patients use the drugs to end their lives. 49.3% were females and 50.7% were males. Apparently, we dudes want to die more. Also, the 94.2% were white, which is interesting. 47.7% had college degrees. So actually, there are more people without college degrees getting physician-assisted suicide. The majority were 69 to 89% years old. 69 to 89 years old, and 63.1% of them had cancer. Now, what's the difference between euthanasia and assisted suicide? Well, euthanasia, euthanasia is the act of intentionally ending a life to relieve suffering, for example, a lethal injection administered by a doctor. Assisted suicide is intentionally helping another person to kill themselves. It is known as assisted suicide when this happens. Now, there are a few arguments lying around for against and for euthanasia, so here I'm gonna lay them out. So here are the arguments against euthanasia. First of all, suicide devalues human life. How? Well, if you're going to end someone's life, then that means the life of this human probably means less to you, which means it has less value to you. Now, second argument, it is a slippery slope because the limits on euthanasia gradually erode. Because, like, if you're gonna euthanize a person for one thing, then you might also do it for another thing and another thing, and sometimes the severity of the issue gets smaller and smaller, and people are more and more willing to give the euthanasia. Again, that's the slippery slope part. Now, the third argument is pain can be alleviated because care and modern therapeutics more and more adequately manage pain. Yeah, because like these days, I think they're starting to figure out ways to help you relieve the pain, and maybe that is not the only answer. So you might be killing someone who might at some point change their mind after getting a certain amount of care. Now, another argument against euthanasia is that participating in suicide violates the integrity of the physician and undermines the trust patients place in the physicians to heal and not harm. You know what the doctors say, they are not allowed to harm people, only heal them. Now, if they're killing people, that really goes against everything they say and believe in, right? Now, here are the arguments for euthanasia. Human beings should have the right to be able to decide when and how they die. Well, I guess humans should have freedom to do whatever they want. I guess that includes dying. Second argument, euthanasia enables a person to die with dignity and in control of their situation. I guess you can see this as when someone wants to die, they want to die on their own terms. But, well, they can't control when they're gonna die, but I guess they can control how. Third argument is that is a private matter and the state should not interfere with an individual's right to die. Well, I guess I can see where this one's coming from. So, sure, I guess that's valid.